Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. We've been walking for about an hour already, and it's surprisingly cold. People were right when they were saying that the desert is cold at night and hot in the day. Because we woke up and we could see our breath. Nothing was frozen, but yeah, a lot colder than yesterday morning. But it's nice. We've got lots of views. People in the background. Hello. And they're trying to walk a bit fast to stay warm, but I'm sure I'll give it like 2 hours and it'll be nice and toasty. See you in a bit. Hello again. Just about midday, I think, at the moment, and the heat is very hot. Just walking along, probably got about another 2 more hours or so till we get to Mike's place. I remember saying at the beginning of this, one of the first few vlogs that I took, saying that I wanted to challenge myself on the trail and that I would be uncomfortable at some points along it, and that is definitely true of today. I had previously been recovering from an ankle injury for the last few months, and then this morning slipped off a rock just across a small little river and twinged it. It's fine to walk on, which is very reassuring, but there was a little bit of time straight afterwards where I was a little worried about the impact it would have. It's not ideal, but I'm going to rest it tonight. But yeah, so that was fun. And then obviously the heat is very hot. So looking forward to being done with the day, being able to chill, but still incredibly grateful for all the views that we've had and just for being here generally as an experience. Like, yeah, it's pretty special. But yeah, just a little update. Again, I also said I wanted to try and keep it real, give an accurate depiction of what it was like. And so here we are, sweating buckets in the middle of the desert, but having a good time despite the pain. And we'll get to the end, have some water, and it'll be nice. See you in a little bit. Hello again. So yes, it turned out that today was quite hot after all, and it went from very cold in the morning to exceptionally hot. It was probably only about like 28 degrees or like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, but like the ground was radiating heat, and there wasn't much breeze for a lot of it, and you felt very exposed, so quite painful really. But as I said, yeah, it was a really good experience for being uncomfortable and having that kind of sense of adventure, and it made the water at the end all the more special. So quite an interesting day overall. My ankle is okay. It was fine, and I kind of forgot about it as the day went on. It's just if there are certain angles it twinges a bit, but hopefully okay to keep walking. And we'll be having a 0 in 2 days anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to get the chance to give it a good rest, and the next 2 days will be shorter than today was as well. So only 14 miles tomorrow and then 10 the following day before we go into Paradise Valley Cafe, where we will pick up our ice equipment, so ice axe, and I've got some micro spikes as well, and then we're going to hitchhike into Idlewild where we'll stay for a bit. But yeah, so a bit of a painful day really, but as I say, it's a good experience to have that kind of check, I guess, mentally, like figuring out where I was, figure out what was best for me in the moment, because there was a point like when I injured my ankle to begin with at the water crossing, the thought like did flash through my mind, what if this ends up being like a hike ending one, which was not a fun thought to have, but luckily the people around me were great, lifted my spirits, and then I was able to kind of plod on and just listen to some more Jurassic Park during the heat of the day. So we ended up getting to Mike's probably around 2:30, which was right as the heat of the day was reaching like its peak really. So not comfortable at all, but luckily we had enough water, and no one got sunburnt or anything, which was great. And Mike's place ended up being basically someone's house in the middle of the desert, and they're only there on the weekends, which is a bit weird. So we're currently setting up our tents, not even tents, just sleep equipment. So we're going to cowboy camp on their porch tonight, which should be quite fun. But yeah, good vibes at the end of the day. There was pain, there was
suffering with the heat, but we got through in the end, made it all worth it. And I was extremely hungry by the end of the day, but got enough food in, even got some more food off other people because they had too much as well. So good overall, and looking forward to tomorrow, another early start to avoid the heat. Hopefully we'll be done by about noon, so we can avoid most of the heat and then chill. So we're just walking straight to another water source in 14 miles. But yeah, hopefully my ankle will heal up a bit overnight, but it's all part of the fun, and we'll see how things go. I will chat and catch up in a little bit.